Hi guys, Andy here, and I'm here to bring you all things Monday to makeup related. That's your vibe. I'd love it if you would subscribe to be part of my little slice of the internet. And in today's video, I'm bringing you the best winter eyeshadow palettes in my collection, and I went ahead and ranked them for you. So if you want to see the 12 best winter palettes in my collection, let's go ahead and get on into it. Alright, so in spot number 12, this is the Nomad Iceland Fire and Ice palette. So we're going to take a moment for most of these packagings, but this is the color story here. And so this is on spot number 12 really because of these warm shades here that just, for me, I know you could be like, oh, well, it's the, you know, fireplace or something like that, but to me it just, no. It doesn't give winter to me. It doesn't, you know, no. Because for me, a winter palette needs to be dark. It needs to be icy wonderland, things like that. And this just isn't giving that. I also, compared to a lot of the other palettes I have, this isn't my favorite formula. And from Nomad, even though I've only tried a couple shades in this palette, this isn't my favorite Nomad palette. So, this one's going to rank in spot number 12. For spot number 11, we have the Unearthly Don't Be Jelly palette. And now this one, it does have, you know, this, but it's not crazy warm. But the twinkly shimmers in this palette just give, like, Christmas lights. They give snow, ice twinkling outside. The blues in here and purples, they're giving me icy winter Christmas. And not even really Christmas, just icy winter vibes. Because I'm not a Christmas person. I am very bah humbug. I do not like Christmas. It is probably my least favorite holiday. If you would like me to get into that and to get ready with me, let me know, because I can do that during December time, because I do not like Christmas. So, in spot number 10, we have the Glamlite and Hershey's. This is the Cookies and Cream palette. So now this is what this one looks like. So we do have some warm mattes, but again, these blues, the twinkly shimmers, and I like the neutrals in this because you still have dirt during winter. There's just no grass, but there is just a dirt, and I like that about this palette. So that's what this one is giving for me. And I hope that my explanations for these are making sense. Like, I hope you're getting my vision and my vibe. In spot number 9, we have the Melt Bad Side Zodiac Water Palette. And that's really what this one is giving too. So it's giving, like, rain on a winter day. We have dirt. We have maybe some twinkly ice. Like, that's what this palette is giving. To me, this is giving just wet dirt. And that gives winter to me. I live in Illinois, by the way, for those of you that don't know, so that also shapes my view of winter, because I know, you know, depending on your region, also depends on your winter, but for me, very wet, very cold, very gross. In spot number 8, we have from Viseart, this is the Violetta palette. So another thing that I think of when I think of winter are, like, these cranberry shades. I think of, like, sunset-y shades, but it just, like, the deepness of this, it gives holiday season, but it gives dark, I don't know. These kind of shades, these cranberries, have always given winter to me. So I love this little quad it gives December. And I don't know, it just does. So next, my stack is so precarious. We have the Colourpop After Hours palette, and, like, the packaging gives New Year's. And, like, so does the inside. It really does. This is, I was debating on not including this because it gives like winter into spring. Like I feel like this is a very transitional palette, but the darker tones in this are giving me that winter vibe. Like this half of the palette is giving me that wintry vibe that like the Violetta palette had. And then like this gives spring. And I think transitional palettes are still something we can chat about. So this gives winter into spring. I think I have another palette in here that gave me fall into winter. So let's see, where are we? In spot number 6 from, I have a lot of Colourpop in here. I own a lot of Colourpop, so I apologize. We have the Colourpop Troublemaker. And that looks like this. Very similar to the last palette, but I think this is more curated. And the duochromes in here, the silver. I absolutely think of silver when I think of winter. So this is giving icy vibes. Which that needs to go in here now, because it's now a palette I'm working on. In spot number 5, we have the Profusion Meadow palette. And see this one. This is the palette I was talking about. This is giving fall into winter to me, kind of. And I don't... Maybe it's these, but like these still give dirt. And then we have the cranberries. And then we have the wet, rainy... So I don't know, but it's just... Something about this feels fall, but also feels winter to me. So, but I love this palette. Next, in spot number 4, have to include this. It's the Colourpop Aurora Struck. Because I feel like you can't get more winter than this. This is literally an icy, just gorgeous dream. It's giving playing outside in the snow. It's giving Arctic. It's just, obviously the Aurora Borealis is on here. It's perfect. In spot number 3, we have from Aether Beauty. This is the Moonlight Crystals palette. And it literally feels like it's giving the same color story as the Aurora Struck, but in a more curated fashion. So, this is gorgeous. Very, very beautiful. So that's in spot number 3. And I'm so sorry, spot number 1 and 2 are also Colourpop. I tried not to, you guys. I'm so sorry. Spot number 2 is On Cloud Blue. Because again, it's just giving that icy cold. Maybe there was a little bit of rain. Winter day. It's giving a crisp coldness to me. So we have On Cloud Blue. And then for spot number 1, because I feel like it's the most curated that we could go with that kind of color story, is the Colourpop Just a Glitch. Because it's just giving a little bit of everything in the most curated way that we could give it. So all this would be missing is if we could have just like one cranberry shade, which wouldn't go with it, but like otherwise I feel like that is the most curated we can get on what I'm thinking when I think of winter palettes. So I would love to hear from you. What palettes give you winter vibes? What color stories give you winter vibes? Like, do any of these, do you agree with my list? And do you agree with where I put them? I would love to know. Any other questions, comments, concerns, please leave them in the comments down below. I love chatting with you there. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.